Welcome in to another broadcast here from historic Joannes Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is a pleasure to have you tune in. First pitch set for 6:30 Sheboygan A's. Many of them arriving about 40 minutes ago, but ready to go here for a doubleheader in Green Bay on a Tuesday night. A Tuesday night that is absolutely beautiful. We will get our first pitch coming up soon. Lots of first pitches, opportunities here. I can only imagine it's youth night here at the Joe. First pitch, starting lineups, and much more coming up right here. Sam Marchant on Blue Ribbons Media Network. We'll be right back. Sam Marchant bringing you all the action here on Blue Ribbons Media Network from Joannes Park in historic Green Bay. This place is absolutely amazing and a beautiful night of baseball. In store, Wisconsin State League standings. Blue Ribbons hold the top spot, but then it's a three-way tie for first place with Lombard and the Sheboygan A's. So a very big set of games, I should say, here for both teams. Green Bay holds that top spot. They're ahead by half a game due to being 14-8. Lombard and Sheboygan both 13-8. Lombard just took a doubleheader from the Sheboygan A's. So an 0-2 weekend, an 0-2 Sunday in specificity. Wow, big word. And then the Blue Ribbons 3-1. So coming in hot to this one are your Blue Ribbons. They have just put on the offensive attack here in Green Bay. Getting in for that starting lineup, batting leadoff, the designated hitter number 35, Landon Lozier. In the 2 spot out in left field, it's number 1, Braden Blue. The always versatile number 24, Dawson Schmidt, out in right field in the 3 spot. Batting cleanup at first base is Boone Kurst in the 20. Number 6, Zachary Grossman in the 5 spot, playing second. In the 6th spot, in center field, number 14, Easton Engel. 5th game here with the Blue Ribbons. In the 7th spot, it's the flamethrower, but at shortstop this time, number 30, Braden Steinbecker. The big dog, a grand slam hitter, number 10, Drew Sadinsky, rounding out that 8th spot at third base. And rounding out the lineup, it's 44, Marco Arangoni, the catcher. A new catcher here for the Blue Ribbons, as they have faced a variety of turnaround here in this lineup due to being called up to the Northwest League, Prospect Leagues, different guys reaching their inning limits, all of the things. So it is a very different lineup moving forward. A bunch of big names probably won't be seen. And then on the mound, it's the flamethrower, number 29, Benji Henke. 23 and 2/3 inning pitched, 3.8 ERA, 17 walks, but 33 strikeouts for the Blue Ribbons. So far this season, 1-2 versus Sheboygan, but this is the first time that the Blue Ribbons will host the Sheboygan A's here in 2026. A's managed by Tim Moyer, and lineup 1 through 9, including the pitcher, goes as follows. Number 6, Alex Ames in center field. Number 5, Chase Hanselman in right. Number 19, Harry Stout at first base. The catcher and cleanup man, number 14, Connor Lash. Out in left field, it's number 16, Nick Tenney. The DH, number 32, Jimmy Jurgensen. At third base, it's 27, Hudson Wagner. Second base, number 11, Cal Casper. Rounding out the infield at number 3, George Haas, playing the 6th spot at short. Then on the mound, it's number 8, Eric Schmitz, 2.33 ERA, 38 and 2/3 innings pitched. So could be a pitcher's duel here tonight for the Blue Ribbons. They'll take on the A's. First pitch is going to be coming up here in just a moment after we get our ceremonial first pitches as well as a national anthem. Sam Marchant, your Blue Ribbons. It's just a solo ride here tonight. Dom D'Angelo, my co-broadcaster here for the Blue Ribbons. We are so gracious for this opportunity this summer, and quickly realizing it is coming to an end, but more than grateful for the opportunity from Ken, Jen, everybody involved here with the Blue Ribbons, Brad, Nick, our PA announcer. The thank yous cannot solely go to a few people, especially Aaron, who has helped us put together the broadcast and get all the technical sides figured out. It has been a process since that first broadcast back in May. Hard to believe it's 2 months ago. But summer's winding down, but Wisconsin State League game implications are turning up. Sam Marchant will be back in just a moment. We will see a couple of ceremonial first pitches here from the Joe, and then our official first pitch will begin with the good old right-hander Benji Henke. Henke has been outstanding here for the Blue Ribbons, especially over the course of the season. There has been many of moments where pitching has struggled just because of availability and the inning limits, different things of that nature. But Henke has towed the line quite often. Got a good defense behind him, and the man behind the dish, he's new tonight. We will see how it goes here for Aragoni. Aragoni, a baseball trainer at Bayballer Sports Academy. It's pretty interesting. Been playing since age 6. Suited up for the Green Bay Sluggers, ISA, Green Bay Hitmakers, Green Bay Hornets Legion. Excuse me. And he has pitched a no-hitter, hit a home run, 455 over the course of the summer. So Aragoni, a pretty big baller out there himself. He's in the 9 spot here and donning all yellow catcher's gear. Pretty honest with the Green Bay Hornets, where he comes from. Rebel, a local high school here out of Green Bay. And throw down a second, little offline, but that will get there. It's going to be a fun one. Blue Ribbons taking on here the Sheboygan A's, Sam Marchant, bringing you Green Bay Blue Ribbons all season long here. No D'Angelo, but he's usually my co-partner up here in the booth. Youth Night is going to get off to a hot start here with Alex Ames. Sheboygan in the red tops, white pants, black helmets. First pitch here from Henke inside for a strike. Your Blue Ribbons wearing the navy tops, white pants. Henke misses just outside the zone and count even at 1 apiece. Pulls back ahead. Henke not afraid to drop the breaking ball in there. Will throw it to any count, but also has a pretty good fastball he can spot. Works the corners really well. We'll see how he works with Aragoni here tonight. That ball skips away from the catcher. Count even 2 apiece. Fouled away, and back to the backstop. We'll get a new chance at 2-2 count. On deck here is Chase Hanselman, the right fielder, batting .350. Takes a close one. Henke thought it was strike 3, and it's inside full count. So 3-2 here for Ames. First batter here for Sheboygan. Not donning a lot of starstruck offensive power, if we're going to be honest. The batting average is well below the 200s, but Ames works himself a leadoff walk. It's a good start. So it puts a man on first base. Steinbecker pinches the middle more with Grossman. Pitch delivers. Fly ball out into right field. Schmidt first step in. That ball's going back and breaking the game open right away. Didn't look like it was going to carry too far, but Chase Hanselman makes this 2-0. That's a deep fly out to right field. Talk about a team that has struggled to score and struggled to put together consistent at-bats, all the things. The Blue Ribbons are quickly down 2-0 here as Hanselman goes yard. Not well struck, but does enough to get out of the ballpark out in right field. Nobody out, 2 on the board here, and Henke trying to work himself back in it. Stout looks back to the home plate umpire, checking in on the count. Has a 3-2, misses high, it's ball 4. So it's a home run and 2 walks here from Henke. Not an ideal start. This game is a must-win here for the Blue Ribbons. In all actuality, they still have an opportunity to win the Wisconsin State League should they drop this game. But their chances significantly lower should they lose either of them. A 14-8 record right now here for the Blue Ribbons. Sheboygan also that 8-loss mark. In the zone, pretty tight here. Henke just looking for some outs. Checks over on Stout. And then delivers. That pitch popped up on the infield. Boonkhurst shading over towards foul territory, but catches it right near his home at first base. First out of the inning is Connor Losh. A pop out to the man over at first base in Boonkhurst. That brings up Nick Tenney, another righty. One away here for the righty. Benji Henke trying to get out without much further damage. It's a ground ball over to Drew Sadinsky. Catches it on a hop to Grossman for 1 and on to first. Not in time. Blue Ribbons will get the fielder's choice. And out of Harry Stout. Trying to track down second base. 2 away. Runner remains on first base, but it's Tenney this time. The 5-4 fielder's choice for out number 2. If you're just joining us, it was a walk to Alex Ames and then a Chase Hanselman home run to right field. Didn't look like he was flying all that well. Dawson Schmidt out in right field took a first step in, and it just kept carrying over that fence out and right. Put the A's on the board 2-0, and Benji Henke then walked Stout, but has gotten 2 outs on the next 2 batters. That brings up the lefty here in Jimmy Jurgensen. Jurgensen takes the ball inside, and 3-0 the count. delivers outside, ball 4. So it's 3 walks here in the first inning for Benji Henke, and not a guy who often walks. 17 walks across 23 innings. Delivery here inside, and after Henke started, he landed the first 2 pitches for strikes. It has not gone all too well since that point. How about speak it into existence? Henke drops in a fastball. And now 2, count even, 2 apiece. Swing through it. Here we go, and he holds on, and that will retire the inning, but the damage done. A 2-run home run out to right field off the bat of Chase Hanselman. It's a 2-0 lead here for the A's after the first half inning. Blue Ribbons bats coming up next. I'm Sam Marchant right here on Blue Ribbons Media Network. We'll be back. Green Bay offense ready to get on the board here. Leading off the DH, a big-time lefty, Landon Lozier. Takes the first pitch strike and will settle in. Lozier, a guy the Blue Ribbons didn't know if they were going to have around at this point in the season. Came in for a short stint this year, and it looked like he was going to be advancing elsewhere, but good news for the Blue Ribbons is he is here and ready to go. The 0-2 misses down in the dirt. Eric Schmitz on the bump here for the A's, donning a 2.33 ERA, 38 2/3 innings pitched. So a good arm, a tall righty here for the A's. Has helped them through a lackluster offensive production, and Lozier Take strike 3 on the outside looking. Ball goes around the horn. And Braden Plew steps into the box. Plew comes in batting .491. Turns on the first pitch, sends that ball into the left center gap, going back at the wall, not able to make the catch. Plew's rounding hard into second base. He'll pull up there. And out in center field, Ames tried to get a good jump on it, did, but Plew just out-hit the defense down deep in the corner in left center. So it's a one-out double here for the Blue Ribbons. Braden Plew stays red hot. The Blue Ribbons have the offense. Just about taking advantage of the opportunities that they've been given. They have oftentimes, Dawson Schmidt takes a strike count, even 1-1. They've oftentimes left runners on base in scoring position, and it has come around to cost them. Breaking ball swung on and missed from Schmidt. And starting to fill in here at the Joe. First 100 kids to come through the door get a Blue Ribbons baseball card pack. That breaking ball misses down, 2-2. Blue staying home pretty much at second base. Middle infield between Haas and Casper are pinching, trying to hold him tight. Just one away, and Boonkhurst on in the leadoff spot. Schmidt flying out to right field. Ball's carrying. It'll be deep enough to get Plew over to third base. We have no flag. The wind is blowing out into right field here at the Joe. Now with 2 away after the fly out here from Dawson Schmidt, that brings up Boonkhurst. That ball wasn't hit all that well from Dawson Schmidt, but caught just in on the warning track out in right field. And Hanselman, he knows it all too well. He's playing deep out there. Kirst lines one. First pitch as he sees out in the left field. He's going to be on his horse heading into second base. And an RBI double for Boonkhurst. Head first, belly flop slide. Helmet rolls off. Boonkhurst cuts this lead right in half in the bottom half of the first. Wasting no time getting the Blue Ribbons on the board. A couple of doubles here in the top of the first. Excuse me, bottom of the first. And Zachary Grossman, a .278 hitter. The lowest average by a Blue Ribbon in this lineup with more than a game played. .278, and you have the lowest average in the lineup. Your team is doing something fantastic. Delivery swung on from Grossman. He popped a deep fly ball out in the left center. Well, it was about 2 weeks ago now since we've had baseball here at the Joe. Hopefully everyone has been able to get through the inclement weather, all the things. Sending one to the right side. Grossman over there is stout. He knocks it down with his glove, picks it up with the bare hand, and races on to first to retire Grossman. But not before the Blue Ribbons strike right back. Boonkhurst exchanges places with Braden Plew. The two of them send doubles in the outfield. Blue Ribbons trail 2-1 here to the Sheboygan A's after an inning. Sam Marchant bringing you Blue Ribbons baseball all season long right here on Blue Ribbons Media Network. Top of the second here at the Joe. Cal Casper, the second baseman, will lead it off. Henke got a little run support back from the ribs. And off the end, just a soft liner into left field. It'll be a base hit for Casper to open the inning. Wasn't struck well, but hit enough to poke it into left field over the head of Braden Steinbecker. Now we have the 9-hole hitter, a 184 average here for George Haas. Shows bunt, takes it, and pitch almost hits him. Staying set at first base is Casper. Shows bunt again, same outcome. Back pick here from Aragoni. Safe is the call at first base. 2-0, and both breaking balls that have almost touched the cap of George Haas. Henke delivers another bunt. That ball skips away, but Aragoni quick to get it, and staying set is Casper. 3-0, Henke has really not been close to the strike zone here in this at-bat to Haas. All three have been up and in towards the helmet area. That misses. It's a 4-pitch walk. Runners on first and second. Some more trouble here for Benji Henke. Dust tornado rips across the infield. That brings over top of the lineup with 2 on. Nobody out. Alex Ames led off the game with a walk, and then Chase Hanselman did the damage, punching him home. Showing bunt. Ames, contact, Henke. That ball skips away from him. He does a backhanded flip over to first base. Not in time as Zachary Grossman covers. Kind of took a weird spin, and it'll be an E1. Alex Ames reaches for the second time, and now the bases are loaded. All we have from manager Tanner Alstein is a power stance at the top of the dugout. Because the guy who did the damage, the beer batter, took Henke yard on the second pitch he saw earlier in this game. That one misses outside. It was close. Henke delivers. Hanselman swings hard through the second pitch. Down in the dirt, good block from Aragoni. Keeps runners at bay. Command has not been as efficient for Henke here tonight as we have seen in the past. He's donning a 3.8 ERA. But Henke has really dealt in opportunities that he's been given. This one spoiled just enough into right field. One is home. Rounding second. Coming four is Haas. Play at the plate. Not in time as Schmidt tries to send it. Two more through off the bat of Chase Hanselman. Just a soft single out in right field. And after the bases were juiced, there was no opportunity for Schmidt to come home and confidently go after Haas. Alstein's out on the mound. There is action from a lefty out in the bullpen. Green Bay has a deep staff of pitchers, which is something they weren't worried about coming into this one. But now Benji Henke in some serious trouble. And we're only in the top of the second. He's allowed 4 runs. There was an error, but it was committed by Henke. Now first pitch misses to Harry Stout. Spool is away, right side, foul. Aragoni we thought was going to wear 44. That's what we said in pregame, but he is actually donning the number 2 jersey. There's a correction on that. He was 2 on the lineup card. Then we were told, nope, not the case. And he is back to number 2. Hanselman stays put at first base after the pitch from Henke skips in. See how long the leash is here. Check swing, did he go? Play at the plate. Henke, not in time. Ames gets home on the pass ball here from Aragoni. Moving up to second base is Hanselman. 5-1 the deficit here for the Blue Ribbons. 2-2 the count. So it was a check swing. And ball misses down. That's full. See what Stout can do. He walked his last time up. Runner on second here. Henke trying to end some damage. Chopper up the middle. Steinbecker's over. On to first in time. That'll be out number 1. Hanselman ends up over at third base, so he advances on the play. But the good news is, at least a batter's retired here for Benji Henke. Part of the issue here for the Blue Ribbons is that 6:30 start time. Catcher that was supposed to be here can only get here by 7. That's the good and the bad of summer baseball is a lot of these guys have full-time day jobs. Can't just say, sorry, boss, got to leave at 3 p.m. have a baseball game. At least most people. Driven on well into left field. First step in for Braden Plough. Gets over his head. And trotting home is Hanselman. Staying over at first is Connor Lash. So another RBI single here for the A's. 6-1 lead. We're only an out into the top of the second. Departure of Easton Arndt, who has been a regular out in left field. The breaking ball misses high and away. He went to the Lacrosse Loggers in the Northwoods League at the Northwoods League call-up. Broken bat, it seems. Steinbecker under makes the catch. And have a good feeling Nick Tenney's going to need a new piece of lumber next time he comes up. Second time Tenney has gone over in the hit column. So with 2 away, Jimmy Jurgensen, the DH, is due up. Jurgensen, a fun story here. He attended NCAA D1 Grand Canyon University, was there for 2 seasons. And now, the Cedarburg native, another chip piece of bat, I think. Steinbecker ranges over. Good play. Retires the inning, but not before the A's strike with 4. It's a hard start here for the Blue Ribbons. Sam Marchant will be back on the bottom half. See how the Blue Ribbons can respond once again. Blue Ribbons Media Network. We'll be right back. A new Easton in town here for the Blue Ribbons. He's leading off the bottom half of the second. It's Easton Engel. Takes a first pitch ball on the inside. Back to what we were saying about Jurgensen before the break. He started D1 at GCU, ball 2 inside. Then transferred over to Concordia, the Bulldogs. Family line of Bulldogs goes back to his grandfather, Jim. So his father's name's Jim. Jim and Stephanie. And grandfather Jim as well. He played baseball at Concordia, a member of the school's Hall of Fame. And his oldest sister, Jessie, is also a former Bulldog athlete. Out of the Cedarburg area. Pretty decorated is Jimmy Jurgensen. Count even 2 apiece here to Easton Engel. That was a full count, and he takes a ball outside. So it's a leadoff walk here for Easton Engel. Good discipline, plate appearance. Just what the Blue Ribbons needed here to get things going and respond in the second inning. We're able to squeak through a run. Back in the bottom of the first. But then the advantage grew in favor of the A's 6-1. Just a reminder, we have a doubleheader here for the Blue Ribbons. It will be 2 7-inning ball games. Engel takes off. Throw not in time, swipes a bag. And puts himself quickly into scoring position. Got what you were looking for. Steinbecker trying to put in a man in scoring position. Punches it just off the inside of his bat, and it goes off the top of the concession stand. Rolls out of the ballpark. Schmitz is going to look in. Checks on Engel, and then Steinbecker sends the ball out into right field. Hanselman backtracking towards the warning track, makes the grab, and with ease, Engel is on third base. So with 1 away, Braden Steinbecker, the fly out to right field, moves up Easton Engel to 90 feet from a second run here for the Blue Ribbons. Szynski, he's been kind of the guy to have breakthrough moments. You could tell frustration building last time we were here. He just couldn't get the most solid contact. But that felt like it was the way for a lot of these Blue Ribbons guys until finally they were able to break through with a big inning. Runners left in scoring position. That was the name of the game. Szynski, the 1-0, turns on it, gets him jammed inside, and spoils it right in front of the A's dugout. Something with them Easton boys, they've got speed. Easton Engel on third base, he could fly, so Szynski just got to put something on the ground. Takes a breaking ball over the heart of the plate. 1-2 the count. Drew had a pretty good interview last time we got to talk to him. Pre-game interview. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Turns and swings through this one, a high fastball. That's out number 2. And brings up the 9-hole, the new guy, Marco Arrigoni. Arrigoni, a really good bat for Preble, for summer baseball. Not too much fear stepping into the box in this situation. 2-away, trying to punch home another run here for the Blue Ribbons. Help out his pitcher. Takes a first pitch strike. Schmitz is dealing with leadoff walk and has retired the next 2. Fly out to right field and then a high cheese strikeout of Drew Szynski. This ball misses down in the dirt, so count even. Arrigoni trying to go to work. Skips away from Lash, but able to just keep it tight enough where Engel not going to go anywhere. Fastball down Broadway, 2-2 the count. Could probably have put the landing strips right down and walked that baseball home plate. Speaking of which, EAA Air Venture in town. Out in Oshkosh. Delivery on the 2-2. And got him looking. Ribbons leave a runner stranded on third base. The leadoff walk from Easton Engel. He makes his way all the way within 90 feet, but unable to get any further. Green Bay trails 6-1 over Sheboygan here at the Joe after 2. Sam Marchant on Blue Ribbons Media Network. We'll be right back. Trailing 6-1 are your Blue Ribbons. Henke on for another inning of work. First pitch, spoiled foul, and again off the concession stand. Hudson Wagner over to Grossman. Grossman on the Kirst. Out number 1, and the first time the first batter has been retired here for Benji Henke and the Blue Ribbons. So good start here in the third. Blue Ribbons being out hit 4-2. An error and a couple of walks have really done the damage, but Henke turning it on now. One away here, top of the third, delivers a strike. That one's spoiled. Grossman takes the long hop, sends it over to Kirst. 2 batters, 2, 4, 3 outs, and Henke starting to deal the way that we've seen Benji Henke do in the past. Trying to avoid getting to the top of the lineup. is Henke. Faces George Haas, who takes the ball on the outside half of the plate. You never know what the weather's going to be like when EAA comes into town. I feel like it's always due. It's like EAA, Country Thunder. When Country USA was a thing, you never know. It's just always going to be thunderstorms, tornadoes, whatever it may be. That's the dynamic it feels. But so far on this Tuesday evening, we have lucked out. Yesterday's storms didn't really pan out to be the way that I thought they would. Strike and swinging through that second pitch. Haas wanted all of it. In fact, there's quite a few guys here in hoodies and long sleeves out on the field today. Not something we've seen much of, so a nice Tuesday evening doubleheader between Sheboygan and Green Bay. Wisconsin State League standings on the line. The thing is, Blue Ribbons have to take both of these in order to claim anything because they are playing 5 games with Sheboygan this season. So far, 1 and 2, and the breaking ball misses high for ball 4. So with 2 away, Haas is walked for the second time. That brings up Ames, top of the lineup. He's reached twice, but has yet to record a hit. It was a bunt back in the second that Benji Henke could not cover. The man on first, he deals. Pitch misses high. First time Green Bay's played Sheboygan here at home. They won the last time this two teams matched up 7-6. But they also have a 1-2 loss and a 6-2 loss. Those both came in June 24th and June 9th, respectively. Another high miss from Henke. That breaking ball just not landing the way that he wants it to. You can tell it has missed high and inside on a lot of these batters. Can't imagine Henke's going for everybody's heads. Either that or the umpires would be missing something drastic. Ames catches the unfortunate foul tip, trying to duck out of the way of that pitch, and didn't bring his bat down. It just catches it. So Henke going unconventional for the strike there to Alex Ames. Wind picking up a little bit right to left. Actually, it's kind of swirling more so than anything. But definitely a chillier night here at the Joe. Delivery misses. And that's ball 4. Another walk here. 2 on, 2 away. Chase Hanselman, who at one point was responsible for every run that had scored, up to this point has 4 RBIs, and I think that does it for Benji Henke. Not the start you want to have if you're Benji Henke. Another walk. Totaling 6 through 2 2/3. He has come on here and dealt in a lot of ways. I think it's Wiersbe gonna get the ball on the mound. He'll talk it over with Aragoni. We'll get official stat line here for Benji Henke, but 6 walks to 1 strikeout. That's not going to be enough in any situation. Gave up 4 hits, committed an error himself, and of course, the deep fly ball, the Hanselman, that took the momentum before the Blue Ribbons could really get it. So while Wiersbe warms up, We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Sam Marchant. Blue Ribbons Media Network. Your Blue Ribbons trail 6-1. Top of the third here to the Sheboygan A's. Final stat line for Benji Henke. 2 2/3, 6 walks, a strikeout, 4 runs, 6 runs, 4 earned. Logan Wiersbe on the mound. He'll face a danger in Chase Hanselman. Didn't want Hanselman to face Henke a third time around. Give him a new look, the lefty. But struggling to find the zone here are Blue Ribbons pitchers tonight. Wiersbe gets Hanselman to foul off the 2-0. Took a piece of Aragoni. So he gets a chance to walk around before the 2-1 will be delivered. Sam Marchant here with the Blue Ribbons. Down D'Angelo. Switch off with play-by-play color, all the things. Pre-booked. On the ground, third base, Sadzinski. Across the infield. Hanselman retired for the first time by Wiersbe. And unscathed in the third. Blue Ribbons be due up next. We are having ourselves a ball game. Sandstorms flying across the infield. Back to the top of the lineup. Landon Lozier, Braden Plew, Dawson Schmidt. Due up 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the third. The Loge knows Landon Lozier set on to lead off the Blue Ribbons here in the bottom of the third. That ball spoiled away. Lozier takes strike 2, turns around. Always animated Landon Lozier. 0-2 the count. And takes the ball outside. Lozier turns on one, chops one over, and using the body to knock it down to Stout over at first base. Lozier won't drop the bat. That's the first out of the inning. Lozier's been retired twice at the top of the lineup. Braden Plew sent the ball into the left center gap pretty deep last time over the head of Ames. Came around to score, and now spoils one to the right side. Not a problem we have faced all that often, but the dirt is pretty dry and loose here at the Joe. So with the wind picking up, it is blowing high across the infield. Blue takes a strike out on the outside corner. That outside corner has been a little touchy, whether it's going to be called for a strike or not. Goes after it, goes down on strikes. Braden Plew taking a swing and a miss at the breaking ball down and away. Frustration grows as he goes down on strikes for just the 7th time this season. Green Bay not having much going for them offensively here to start. Two away. Dawson Schmidt trying to put a little bit more pop into the ball he hit last time. Nearly sent one out over in right field. Down and away. And it's 3-0. 4 straight to Dawson Schmidt. He draws a walk with 2 away. That brings up Boone Kirst, the lone RBI man here for the Blue Ribbons. Kirst started out this season struggling at the plate. That's probably the easiest way we can put it. Now through his 24th game here with the Blue Ribbons, .368 the batting average. That includes his 6th double of the season today. And he has 22 RBIs. Good for first on the team there for Boone Kirst. So he's the guy you want at the plate. 80 plate appearances, 63 at-bats. This will be 64 on the season. And Boone has not been the real everyday starter. Check. No swing there from Boone Kirst. Good pull on a good breaking ball from Schmitz. That one skips away. Easily around second is Dawson Schmidt. He'll take a look at third and think none more of it as Lash heads to the backstop to reclaim the baseball. Not too many games left here for Green Bay. They are not going to get to the 25 Wisconsin State League games that they had scheduled. Curse takes the ball high. That's just due to the rainout's inability to get those rescheduled. Chopper, right side, cursed, and grounds himself out to Casper. So after Dawson Schmidt works a 2-out walk, he'll be stranded on second base from the pass ball. Mooncurst is retired to end the inning. Blue Ribbons, after 3 here at the Joe, they trail 6-1 on Blue Ribbons Media Network. I'm Sam Marchant. We'll be back for the top of the 4th. Ready to get the bats going here for the Blue Ribbons. Wiersbe back on the mound. Top of 4 here for the Blue Ribbons. Wiersbe on the mound. His second batter he'll face is Harry Stout. Stout swings and gives a good miss straight through the second fastball of this at-bat. I think Stout wanted to send that one a moonshot. Wiersbe delivery on the corner, and first pitch was a ball. So it's 1-2 the count. 1-2. Down in the dirt, 2-2. Good day to have youth night here at the ball club. Pair of games. We've got a lot of kids running around in their uniforms. Good to see the young ones coming out here. Stout spoils it to the right side. The 2-2 will be done again. I mean, as a team, nobody batting average-wise really stood out. Then you go to the on-base percentage. That's a ball just inside on the hands. And Alex Ames, at top of the lineup, he's got .435 in that on-base percentage. Hanselman, .451. Stout, who works himself another walk, .460. And not in this lineup is Ty Wytak, 600 on-base percentage. They may not be hitting the ball all that well, but one thing they do is get on base and then are able to manufacture themselves some runs. Connor Lash, the 4-hole hitter, the man behind the plate, comes up with one away, and Wiersbe some command issues as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't, on this broadcast, use my free will as ball driven into center field. Engel comes in, camps out underneath it. Stout will retreat, and 2 are away. Gee, that's only 1. Flash retired, bringing up Nick Tenney. He has yet to reach base via a hit. Fielder's choice in the first, and a ground ball. This one, Plu driving himself back, camps out near the warning track. A good run, and able to make the grab and send a hot shot into second base. That means Stout has to retreat, and Nick Tenney retired once again. Plu doing a good job holding down left field. Who said he hasn't had too much experience out there in left field just because Easton Arndt has been the guy, and they've had kind of a mix. A lot of Trey Butterfield, Mason Sequin, kind of rotating in the late innings out in center field. Threw some guys out in right. It's been a win by committee approach here for the Blue Ribbons for sure. Anyways, going back to, I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my lovely mother. Foul ball, long run here, heading into the corner. Schmidt underneath it, out in foul territory in the bullpen, dang near. Dawson Schmidt tracks it down, out number 3. We'll get back to what I would be reminiscent about. Blue Ribbons go unscathed, and all they need is to get the bats going a little bit here. Blue Ribbons working all the way back. Sam Marchant, Blue Ribbons Media Network. We'll be right back. Zachary Grossman will start off the 4th inning here for the Blue Ribbons. Grounded out to first base unassisted. Sends a drive on this one. Ames is tracking out into right field. Going back. There you have it. Zachary Grossman. A deep fly ball out into right center. Doubles the run total here for the Blue Ribbons. And cuts the deficit to 4. Grossman drops his 2nd bomb of the year. And right over the top of the scoreboard out in right center here at the Joe. 2-0.
Number 14, Easton Engel.
That brings up Easton Engel. Hard to back that one up. He didn't miss that time. Ames was on the jump right away. Hit it to almost the deepest part of this ballpark. Zachary Grossman sends his 2nd baseball over the fence, and no signs of that coming back. Engel drew a walk his last time up, takes a ball that skips away in the dirt. With all that being said, I have to get this point in there because this last week, my mom had some health complications, and Ken and Jen messaged them right away, Dom as well. They were like, take care, do what you need to do. So we weren't going to be here last week had there been a game played. There wasn't, obviously, due to the conditions, but in true Mama Diane fashion, my mom came through virtually unscathed in a situation she shouldn't have. I just had to give a shout out to her support. She wanted so desperately for me to be here at the game last week on Thursday, a couple days removed from a pretty large surgery. And she was like, you're not going, like, whatever. So she has supported my dream. She has done everything that you expect a mother to do without complaint. And she has been awesome. Spoils this one away. Count goes full to Angle. But a big shout out to my mom. She's strong. She's a warrior. She's awesome. I think she's listening. That's not why we're doing the shout out, but even if she isn't, if she's dozed off at this point, we're not sure. But it would be reminiscent if I didn't get her a shout out to the support that she's had for me over my broadcasting career. I wouldn't be in this position without them, without my family, without the opportunities that I've gotten here with the Blue Ribbons. And I just want to take this time to thank, first and foremost, my mom and my dad, my sisters, obviously Dom's been great. Gary Whipperman, like the list goes on and on. But then, of course, the Blue Ribbons organization here. So it's been awesome. That's the probably one of the only times I'll get real sappy in all the things. But I'm excited to be here and excited for this. Angle drives one hard on the ground over to third base. That kid can fly. Oh my goodness! A hard grounder to Wagner, and he made it a close play. Made it a close play over at first base. Regardless, he's retired for the out. And that's the first of the inning. A 5-3 ground out for Easton Angle brings up Braden Steinbecker. Steinbecker drove a ball to deep right field. And the thing is, Hanselman, if he's got to go back about a step or two. And that ball's over the fence. So if he's going back, there's a good chance this ball is leaving the ballpark. Steinbecker delivery here from Schmitz. Pulls the head and swings through. Steinbecker through the 5-6 hole. A base hit here for the Blue Ribbons, bringing their hit total up to 4 here on the evening. Good ball from Braden Steinbecker. Drew Sadinsky now on. Struck out at a pitch above his eyes the last time up. And with one away, Steinbecker on first. He's a threat to run. Not sure if he's in this situation. Sadinsky gets it past the diving third baseman and Wagner. Steinbecker had kind of to hold up because it was still floating up in the air. And a couple of base knocks through the left side. Puts runners on first and second.
Number 2, Marco.
That sends up Marco Aragoni. Aragoni one away, opportunity to do some damage. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's a strike on the outside corner. Landon Lozier due up on deck. Who's on deck? Presented by CR Construction. Showing bunt again, drops one down the right side, almost gets it past Schmitz. Regardless, moves the runners to second and third, does a job. There you go, Aragoni.
Number 35, Landon Lozier.
So the sack bunt pulls the second out of this inning. And Landon Lozier with runners on second and third. The lefty going to try to send a couple home and bring the Blue Ribbons back within 2. Breaking ball misses down and away. And Schmitz works from the stretch. Second pitch, Lozier, frustrated, takes a look back to the dugout, shakes his head a little bit. The thing I love about Landon Lozier, he plays with an unlimited amount of body language that he's fun to watch. Swings through strike number 2. Has to take a good smile and a laugh at himself. He was going fishing out there. 1-2 the count. Lozier down in the at-bat. Bottom 4, runners on second and third. It's Zadinsky and Steinbecker. Laces a ball over the head of Ames. This one's going back. Is it number 2? Yes, there you have it! Thank you, Landon Lozier. Send him around. It's a big fly for Landon Lozier. A good swing of the bat. And Ames, all he's doing is turning around and watching that ball right over the fence in right center field. Green Bay pulls within a run, 6-5. Now Braden Blue steps up to the plate. Lozier cracks one. He went down fishing and then turns on it and sends a baseball way deep. That thing was on a line straight out of here. Blue fouls away the first pitch he sees. That'll get this crowd re-energized, re-engaged. Ball misses down in the dirt. One the count, 2 away. And flipping it foul is Blue. John Zemer being chased by our bat boy Eli to go get that baseball. Eli, a great kid. Got to keep him in on the pregame interview today. And we were talking to him, and I asked, "You ever be on this field one day?" And he said, "Nope. I'm not playing for this team." And yeah, you're recording an interview, so I mean it's not live, so worst case scenario you can edit out his answer, whatever. You never know what a kid's gonna say. But I would have hated not asking the follow-up question of, so then where are you going to play? And with the utmost confidence he said, the Brewers, which was super awesome. Hometown kid, Brewers. Speaking of the Brewers, best record in baseball through this point. He is just a baller. Here comes Eli across your screen. Running over there, dropping off some baseballs to the home plate umpire. Jersey too big. Helmet fits pretty decent. He's a good kid. Pretty funny. Always brings his glove. And always brings the entertainment for sure. Ready to ball out at any point. A lot of these kids are. All you have to do is give them an opportunity, which is so fun. Anyways, Braden Blue here takes a ball. No, that's going to be a strike on the outside corner. My apologies. That was my fault. Blue battles and battles, and then he goes down looking very upset on that call. But regardless, as we'll take away the Tahoe here, put up the strikeout. Regardless, Blue Ribbons get 4 of them back. It's a deep fly from Zachary Grossman. A solo shot, then Landon Lozier with runners on second and third sends a deep one out in the right center. Blue Ribbons, 2D5s, 6-5, they trail after 4. Sam Marchant, Blue Ribbons, Media Network. We'll be right back. We got a baseball game. Back out of the break, Blue Ribbons have pulled themselves within 1, 6-5, the deficit. Wagner, Chopper, Grossman's had a lot of action over at second base. He handles this one well, and second time it's been a 4-3 putout for the first inning from Hudson Wagner. Inside a strike. And the top of the 5th. Wiersbe, since he's been on, has been pretty well dealing. Gave up a walk to Harry Stout to begin the 4th, but hasn't allowed a run. This is a shallow fly ball in right field. Schmidt carrying, kind of takes a weird angle, but able to give a little jump and makes the catch out and right. And it's 2 straight batters retired here for Wiersbe in the 5th. Wiersbe's faced 7 batters, retired 6. Someone say 6-7? I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Anyways, Wiersbe, the lefty here, inside, misses with a ball. That one's in for a strike, so count goes even at 1-1. And pumps a fastball down the landing strip. Skips down and away. Just does get a clip of George Haas. So Haas has not had much work swinging the bat today. A couple of walks and a hit by pitch. He's reached all 3 times he's coming to the plate. Wiersbe, new opportunity to retire. Alex Ames. First time he'll face him. And Wiersbe, once he gets to Hanselman, the man on deck, a check throw over to first base. He will have officially gone through the lineup one time here as the lefty on the mound. Almost catches the ribs of Alex Ames. He flinches and pulls himself out of the way. Wiersbe and Henke have both had their fair share of close calls tonight, whether it's been to the ribs or to the helmet area. Just George Haas has been plunked, but there has been a couple of close calls. And that time, it's a big old whiff from Alex Ames. We've had 3 deep fly balls tonight, all to the right side, which is where the wind has been carrying. But it's carrying more left to right. Sadinsky has this ball eat him up, and trying to go first to third is Haas. Nope, he'll slow down. So an error on Drew Sadinsky. I think he thought maybe it's going to take an extra hop. It didn't, and it sneaks under the glove. Ames has reached on an error for the second time. 2 on, 2 away. The beer batter, Chase Hanselman, a 6-3 ground out the last time he faced Wiersbe. Done a good job of keeping balls right to his defense, has Wiersbe. Couple of opportunities to make plays, haven't quite gone the way. 2 errors here for the Ribbons tonight. But both teams have done a good job just leaving a couple on base. Wiersbe will get set, checks on Haas, and then looks in. Aragoni taken off to third. Aragoni throw down to third, high and outside. Snagging a bag is George Haas. No double steal. That was just Haas working on his own. So it's now runners on the corners. Hanselman trying to add to his 4 RBI total for the night. Pokes it, right field. Schmidt going back, it's over his head. That's going to get to the wall. Schmidt turning on it. Rounding in, heading into second base. The belly flop slide. It's an RBI double for Chase Hanselman. That ball is carrying really well into right field here tonight. It has surprised a lot of outfielders, and Schmidt is playing pretty straight up, but Hanselman, when he was out in right field, he is playing 2 feet, 3 feet off the warning track out there. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of space, and it's about 385 down the line, so not a short field by any means. Regardless, our run is in. It's 5-7 here for the A's. Cycle watch for Chase Hanselman. Not that you want to say that about an opposing team, but you have to respect where that is opportunity. Stout spoils it all the way back. It's Ames on third, Hanselman on second base, 2 away. Wiersbe may have caught a little bit of a lick of the announcer's jinx following that super lame, don't know why I did it, 6-7 joke. This one misses down. It's youth night. That's what we're going to give the credit to. It's youth night as you see the kids go running through your screen here in front of the camera. Camera sits in the bleachers below the PA press box. So there's always opportunity for that. Drive into center field. Angle tracking back towards the wall. And on the warning track, makes the catch. That retires the A's in the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's basically stretch time. We're playing a 7-inning ball game here at the Joe. Sam Marchant bringing you Blue Ribbons baseball all season long right here on Blue Ribbons Media Network. It's a 7-5 lead. Bottom five coming up next. Dawson Schmidt will line up with Schmitz. To start the bottom of the fifth. Fly out to deep right field, out on the warning track, and a walk. Wind's starting to pick up here at the Joe. Clouds are moving pretty well across your screen. Although you can't always, it's incredibly overcast. The lights have been on for much of the evening. Schmidt's down in the dirt. The wind blowing heavily to right field. It's coming across at an angle that has probably helped a couple of these baseballs carry a little bit further than you would have expected. One thing's true. First of all, Dawson Schmidt just got a rope on that one. Laces a ball into center field. Green Bay's out hitting Sheboygan 7-5. Same thing they did last time these two teams played. It was a close one, 7-6. Green Bay won. But the walks, especially those dealt by Benji Hankey, that was the difference so far in this one. 7-5 the lead. Green Bay trying to claw their way back in it. Boone Kirst swings through the first pitch. His first game of a two-game doubleheader absolutely flying by. Regardless of the walks, they've been a lot of 4-pitch walks, so has limited the pitch counts here. And Green Bay has just gotten to quick work. Landon Lozier, Zachary Grossman both pop a big fly their last time up. Boone Kirst spoils this foul. Curse takes a pitch on the outside corner. That's a close one. Has gone both ways tonight. Has been strike 3 looking and has also been a ball credited to the batter. Schmitz not too pleased with that one, and Lash wanted it, I think, more than him. Breaking ball. Curse just inside outs that baseball. Schmidt, he's going to race around second and then pulls up on the brakes, and a quick fly comes in from Hanselman out in right field.
Number 6, Zachary Grossman.
We have some fun hanging out in front of our camera. And heading up to the mound, I think we're going to get a pitching change here. After a couple of base hits here from the Blue Ribbons Youth Night, you got to love it. The kids, they come out here and they have a great time. That's what it's all about, truly. When you have baseball, it brings families together, brings out the kids, and they can go ahead and dance in front of the camera at any point in time. As long as they're out here, out of the house, having a good time, that's what matters, probably more than anything. Talk at the mound. Schmitz gets a little pat on the back. He came in with a 2.8 ERA, so this is nothing like he is really used to. Giving up 5 runs, a couple of deep flies. And Zachary Grossman, the guy who did damage an inning ago, at the plate with nobody away and 2 on. Good chance here for Green Bay. Schmitz delivers, strike at the bottom half of the zone. Alstein gives some signs, and there's action out in the A's bullpen. Set here from Schmitz, delivers, breaking ball swung on, swung through from Grossman behind 0-2 in the count. Delivery, 3 pitches, and good morning, good afternoon, good night, Zachary Grossman. He goes down on strikes. Easton Engel, the new man at the plate, trying to punch home another run. Regardless, this seems to be the end of the line here for Schmitz. Should he get through the inning or run into a little bit too much trouble? Lots of bullpen action out there for the A's. Green Bay sending Lucky Paul, I believe, out to their bullpen. And a breaking ball misses down to Engel. Put a couple of good swings on it. 333 hitter through 4 games coming into this one. That means he's about due for a base hit in this situation. Schmitz deals. Drives one into center. Engel aims back on it, and Engel has himself an extra base hit. Coming around third to score, standing up in everywhere. Dawson Schmidt scores. It's an RBI for Engel, and he has a stand-up double. That's how you do the announcer's jinx the right way. Ames has had his fair share of work out in center field tonight. And it's just been a lot of drop stepping to that left side. This will be it for Schmitz. As the Blue Ribbons come within 1 once again. 6-7 they trail. Oh my goodness. How about it? Tim Moyer out onto the pitcher's mound. Takes the baseball away from Eric Schmitz. Not going to finish the night with a 2.33 ERA. All 6 of those going to go down in the earned column. He gets through 4 1/3. And a new arm on to play here for the Sheboygan A's. We'll step away. We'll take a break. I'll be right back. Sam Marchant, Blue Ribbons Media Network. Green Bay trails 6-7, bottom of the 5th. New lefty in on the mound here for Sheboygan. And it's Brady Steinbecker. He will step up to the plate. Runners on second and third, just one away. Good opportunity for him. Turns on one. Laces it into left field. Ball skips away. Not able to make the catch. Tie ball game. 7 apiece. Brady Steinbecker, RBI single. And Green Bay has worked themselves all the way back. There's still just one out here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch he sees, Steinbecker softly lines into right field and keeps runners on the corners. 9-5, Green Bay now out hitting Sheboygan. Szynski. Pickoff move to first base, unsuccessful, but that also gave us a chance to see the number. It's number 37, Jason Bunton. The lefty gets Szynski to swing through. And down on strikes is Szynski. That's 2 away here for the Blue Ribbons, but they've tied this ball game, and bottom of the lineup has done their job in turning it over to a red top half. Szynski down. That brings up Marco Aragoni. Bunton so far this season, 2.25 ERA, 1 complete game, 24 innings pitched, has allowed just 6 earned runs, 21 hits across 24 innings. That run will not be charged to him. It will be charged to Schmitz. Aragoni swings through it. And see if Bunton wants the baseball. He'll keep it after it ends up in the dirt. Not too picky. I like it. Aragoni trying to slice and dice to opposite field. Unable to do so. This would be a big opportunity. How about it? First game with the ball club. Help him take the lead in a important WSL game. Takes a close pitch, a breaking ball down in the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. Aragoni checking on Steinbecker over at first. Kind of a half-hearted attempt there from Bunton. That was just didn't want to throw the pitch. Steinbecker in motion, and instead it's strike 3 looking. So the inning ends on another backwards K, but doesn't matter. Your Blue Ribbons knotted up 7 apiece here with the Sheboygan A's through 5. Sam Marchant, I'm bringing you Blue Ribbons Media Network, Blue Ribbons Baseball all season long here on Blue Ribbons Media Network. Green Bay out-hitting Sheboygan 9-5. A couple of errors and a couple of walks have allowed them to keep in this one. Tied up, 7 apiece. That's lucky or something. We'll be right back on Blue Ribbons Media Network. Leading off here, top of the 6th. Wiersma still on the mound. It's Connor Lash. 4th time around here. Ahead in the count. Takes a big old swing through the fastball from Wiersma. And then a jam shot. Grossman trying to range over. Schmidt, will he go to first base? Nope, it's just going to be a jam. Easy base hit single. Lash board to begin the top of the 6th. End of line for Schmidt is going to be 4 1/3. 9 hits allowed. Bunt here. Wiersbe hops off the mound, turns on it, over to first base, able to retire. Moving up to second is Lash, but Tenney does his job once again. Sacrifice bunt. Not afraid to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Schmitz, 4 1/3. 9 hits, 7 runs, all earned. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. So was effective if you think about it in terms of navigating the punch-outs, a lot of them via the backwards K. However, unable to eliminate the runners left on. Wiersbe checking on, and Jurgensen sends a ball out into left field. Plew under it. Kind of a long track. The sky, easy to lose a baseball, I would see. But Braden Plew able to camp out underneath, and Wiersbe gets Jurgensen for out number 2. It's Hudson Wagner trying to avoid stranding a man on second base. The lefty gets a check swing, and pitch called a strike no matter what. That pitch misses high. We will have a second baseball game here tonight, so don't get too comfortable. Wiersbe delivers, fouled away into Aragoni. 1-2 the count. Hopefully I'm not a voice that can put you to sleep. Do our best to keep you up to date on all the action here from the Blue Ribbons. Of course, there'll be solo ride here for game 2 as well. Down D'Angelo. Prior commitments when we get a rescheduled game. That ball just misses. I don't know where it missed, but it did. It is difficult to be an umpire. That is one thing I will say. So all the credit in the world to these umpires. We appreciate them. We respect them. It's about as close as it gets. Wiersbe, new opportunity. That ball's drilled into center field. Engel going to turn on it. Racing 4. Engel lets the ball skeet past him and heading into second base. It's another RBI here for the A's. They retake the lead 8-7. The error will be on Engel. Run was going to score regardless, but allowing him to go to second base was a fielding error on the center fielder, Engel. So, Lash getting over on the sacrifice bunt proves to be enough. $8-7 the lead, 2 away. Strike here on the outside corner of the plate. Cal Casper, a single in the second, came around a score, and then grounded out and flew out. A 164 batting average coming into this ballgame. This will be the end here for Wiersbe, but has done such a good job since he has taken over for Benji Henke. Tough start, the walks. However, the offense has come through in a big way for the Blue Ribbons, responded every single time, and we'll see what they do in their half of the 6th, but we got to get through the top first. It's a 1-2 count. 2 away, Cal Casper, the second baseman, righty up to the plate. Man, on 2 is Wagner, ball down in the dirt, and Aragoni has done a good job keeping the baseball in front of him tonight. Just allowed one to escape. It's 2-2. Retry here for a strikeout pitch. Laced over the head of Blue, tracking it back and going to get to the wall. Another run will be scored. An RBI stand-up double. Extends the lead 9-7. So an offensive onslaught here. And Tanner Alstein going to call time and head out to the mound. We're going to get a point to the bullpen. That's the end of the line here for Logan Wiersma. A stellar job, but a couple of RBI doubles he has given up. And Blue Ribbons need a new arm. Thinking it's going to be Lucky Paul. Sam Marchant, Blue Ribbons Media Network. We'll be right back here with Blue Ribbons Baseball on the other side of the pitching change. Colson Kleinschmidt on the mound here for the Blue Ribbons. Tasked with finishing out the sixth. Green Bay has brought themselves all the way back, tied it at 7 apiece, and then allowed 2 runs here in the top of the sixth. Kleinschmidt, 3 innings pitched on the season, has not allowed an earned run. This is a jam shot off the inside. Steinbecker, tough play on the hop. Scoop over at first. Gets away from Boomhurst. And error here for the Blue Ribbons, and the 10th run of the game in for Sheboygan. It'll be an unearned run. Steinbecker, a tough play to make as he was charging in. It was just off the inside of the bat. And another run here for Sheboygan. So now the lead is 3. Nothing Green Bay can't overcome, that's for sure. Kleinschmidt will reset himself and deal towards the mound. Misses, ball inside. End of the line for Wiersba was 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, just 1 earned. No Ks and a walk. Kleinschmidt now. Breaking ball. That's a hot shot. Came off the concession stand and foul. Everybody's okay on our side of the field. Lace the ball into left field. It's Alex Ames. And man on second is George Haas. Trying to get their lead back to 4 are the A's, and Kleinschmidt just trying to keep it where it is. Check on Haas and the delivery towards the 4. Grounder. Sadinsky chops it up, and that one eats him up again. Another error here for the Blue Ribbons. An inning that just won't end here for Green Bay. And guess what? Alex Ames reaches via the error yet again. 2 walks. 3 times he has reached via an error. And Chase Hanselman comes back to the plate. First and second. No runs that scored will be earned at this point. Back-to-back errors on the infield. Run from Steinbecker. It was a tough play, trying to send it a little bit too hard across the infield. He's got an absolute cannon. And it skipped away from Boonkhurst trying to pick it over at first base. Then Sadinsky got it eaten up on the palm of his glove once again from Alex Ames. Kleinschmidt steps off. Little spin move heading towards second base. Nobody's there to cover, so there'll be no throw. But he gets himself out of the stretch. Delivery to home. Spoiled foul on the right side. Hanselman has been the guy here tonight for the A's. 5 RBIs. Breaking ball, Steinbecker there. Toss over to Grossman, the fielder's choice at second base. Green Bay escapes the inning, but the lead now in favor of the A's. It's 10-7 going into the bottom half of the 6th. We've got an inning and a half left here to play in Green Bay. Sam Marchant, Blue Ribbons Media Network will be here, ready for the Blue Ribbons to take back over on the other side. The Loge knows. Landon Lozier back due up here for the Blue Ribbons to start off the bottom of the 6th. Cranked a baseball over the fence in right field his last time up. And this time on the first pitch goes Apo Taco. Not a bad start to the night here for Landon Lozier. Good response. And Braden Plew looking to see well here tonight. He's gone down on strikes his last 2 times to the plate. Lozier's night is done here in game 1. Mason Sequin on at first. Ground ball, first base, and double play. It's a 1-6 double play. Got the out at first, the force, and then went on to second base, the tag of Mason Sequin. Blue Ribbons have 2 away after 2 pitches. Schmidt fouls one to the right side. Base is cleared here for Dawson Schmidt. Had a single that kind of started the roughage. He's kept it rolling after Zachary Grossman and Lozier went deep, and Schmidt just kept it moving along. Here's another one. Chopped over, ranging from second is Casper on to first. A 1-2-3 untraditionally here for the A's. They sit the Blue Ribbons down silently. 10-7 the lead. We're going to the 7th. Could be the last inning here in game 1. Ribbons are going to need at least 3 if they want to push this and have an opportunity to win the ball game. But first up, top of the 7th. Gotta hold them here. Sam Marchant, Blue Ribbons Media Network. Well, typically it would be time to stretch here at the Joe, but no stretching happening. We've got a 2-game doubleheader here on a Tuesday evening. Nothing better than that. Green Bay trails 10-7 after tying up 7 apiece. Colson Kleinschmidt back on the mound, ready to work. And and he'll face the first baseman, Harry Stout. Green Bay has to hold them and score 3 if they want to keep pushing this into extras or have an opportunity to win it. Wisconsin State League title outright on the regular season is on the line here for Green Bay. It won't happen if they drop one here to Sheboygan tonight. First pitch misses high and inside to Stout. Couple of walks, couple of times he is grounded out. Right back to Coldsman. Colson Kleinschmidt, that scared him a little bit. He gives away the baseball, allows him to throw it around the horn, but as a comebacker, and quickly a man is retired here for the Blue Ribbons. Four-hole hitter Connor Lash. Catcher takes the ball high. Kleinschmidt, his hands got to still be stinging from the baseball that just came back at him. That was a hard shot. Just off the end of the bat, which is good news. Carolyn Pickens, Athletes Unlimited Softball League, she had a comebacker not get the glove. Got a piece of the chin. Not a fun situation to be in. Kleinschmidt, delivery here, leg kick, and too high. Full count. 3 balls, no strikes. No full count. No strikes. Trying to come back in the count, does so, puts it right down the landing strip. Air traffic control, sending that one right down Broadway. Little EAA shout out. Chopper, Steinbecker, on it, 1 hop. 2 are out, and Nick Tenney is up. Still got time to come out here for youth night. I know it's getting close to the kiddos' bedtime. Probably it's pretty close to my bedtime, I would say so. Got a quick turnaround. 5 a.m. wake-up call. Tenney ranging over, cursed over the top of the dugout. Out number 3. So Green Bay defense does their job. They hold Sheboygan. 10-7, bottom of the 7th. Green Bay is going to need at least 3 if they want to do anything with the Wisconsin State League regular championship. Good news. It's going to be Boone Curse, Zachary Grossman, and Easton Engel due up. Part of the lineup here for the Blue Ribbons. Sam Marchant bringing you Blue Ribbons baseball all season long right here on Blue Ribbons Media Network. Stay tuned. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Last opportunity here for the Blue Ribbons. It will come Starting off with the bat of Boone Kirst. 4th time here through the lineup. Bunton stays on to work, trying to close this game out. Ball misses high. Temperature drastically dropping here in Green Bay. Kirst swings through the second pitch of the at-bat. Green Bay tied it up 7 apiece going into the 6th inning, and then the wheels fell off for about a hot second. It was just enough to allow Sheboygan to reclaim a pretty hefty lead. 3 runs, not the largest when you're in the top half of the inning, but when you got 1 inning to plate 3, it can feel like a daunting task. First things first, you just got to get runners across the plate. It's going to start here with Boone Kirst. He'll try to take a trip down to first base. 3-2 count. Spoils a 3-2. We'll have it again. Good part of the lineup due up. That's not really a concern here for Green Bay. Just how many batters can you send to home plate? Misses outside. Boone Kirst draws a walk. And that's job number 1. Kirst does it. So Zachary Grossman, the 278 hitter, who topped the solo shot to start off the 4th inning, that made the ball game 6-2. A lot has happened since that point. Breaking ball misses high and outside. And a second straight. Sheboygan going to try to ride this one out for pretty well as long as they can. A talk from Lash. He heads out to the mound, trying to calm down Bunton. Zach sends a baseball right in front of the press box here. Just goes into the netting in front of the grandstand. So overhang that protects us up here. And then spoils another baseball to the right side. Counts even, 2 apiece. He's gotten 2 pretty good pitches to hit. And spoiled them both foul. Grossman, the 2-2. Looks at ball 3, and another full count here. Second batter of the inning to see it. Bunton. See if Kirst elects to take off. Nope. Zachary Grossman, a deep drive out in the left field. What's it going to do? Going back at the wall, and see ya! A moonshot from Zachary Grossman, number 2 on the evening, number 3 on the year. Zachary Grossman makes this a 1-run ball game. Three-two count, battling as much as he could. Zachary Grossman sends that ball high and deep out in the left field. Nobody out here. Never say never. Engel swings through strike 2 on the breaking ball. Engel, Steinbecker, Sadinsky, they'll all reach. Engel turns on one, spoils it foul. Count staying 0-2. All it takes is an opportunity. Boonkhurst, the walk that allowed Grossman to hit a 2-run shot. Engel goes down on strikes out number 1 here for Bunton.
Number 33, Steinbecker.
Now there's one away. The strikeout of Engel brings up Braden Steinbecker. Steinbecker 2 for 3 so far tonight. Flew out to right field, and then a couple of base hits through the left side. Takes a strike on the inside corner of the plate. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Drew Szynski. It's going to be James Bornick, and Bornick will, unless he is replaced at the last second, Bornick will see Bunton no matter what happens here with Steinbecker. 1 away, down 0-2. Ball outside. Keeps the at-bat alive here for Steinbecker. Listen, if you came to this ball game, you got your money's worth and then some. Strikeout here of Braden Steinbecker, so there's 2 away, and Bornick will come up to the plate because the thing is, we've only played 7 innings. Got another 7 to come, but a 10-9 ball game. A couple of big-time fly balls. There's been 4 home runs hit here tonight, and Green Bay, although they have never led, has fought time and time again here in this opportunity. It'll be James Bornick. Bornick can reach. Noah Robinson will have an opportunity. Bornick trying to tie it up with 1 swing. Instead, it's strike 1. Bornick pops up on the infield. Miscommunication. Nope. It's going to be taken on by the third baseman, Wagner. Green Bay comes up just short in Game 1, 10-9. They fall to the Sheboygan A's to Wisconsin State League Championship. Not in the cards for Green Bay in the regular season. Game 2 coming up shortly here. Sam Marchant bringing you Blue Ribbons baseball all season long right here on Blue Ribbons Media Network. It's a big shout out to Zachary Grossman, a 2-home-run game. Landon Lozier would be remiss if we didn't mention him. 6 RBIs come off the bats of the long fly. Green Bay still falls 10-9. Game 2 coming up shortly on Blue Ribbons Media Network. Quick recap of our finals here from Green Bay. Benji Henke will likely take the loss in this one. 2 2/3, 4 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 6 walks, and a strikeout. The walks did them in, and Green Bay just couldn't hang on. They out-hit Sheboygan 12-8. But 5 errors it is officially. That's the big difference maker in this one. Sheboygan, 8 RBIs, 5 of them come off the bat of Hanselman as he goes 3 for 5 to finish the evening. Schmitz will pick up the win. Actually, he'll get no decision, but Bunton will pick up the win. 2 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. 10-9 the final, one more time here from Green Bay. Game 2 happening probably about a half an hour away. Try to get it on the road as quickly as we can, get this field turned over and ready for another 7-inning ball game. Grab your 5-hour energy, grab your favorite snack, and we'll be right back for more action here. Blue Ribbons Media Network, Sam Marchant, bring you Blue Ribbons baseball all season long, right here from the Joe.